It's been a long time since I did any movie reviews. This one is for the 2018 film Black Panther, which I finally watched online in 2019. I intentionally held off watching it because everyone I knew who had seen it liked it. Even without seeing it, I heard enough to know it was a film about black people with black people starring in it, which was one of the reasons I was not in a hurry to see it. Because from what I know about black people is whenever a black movie comes out, black people will rush out to see it, almost like a herd. I prefer to lay back and wait. That way I could form my own opinion about it. At first I was going to do this review of the film cold, as in on my own. But then I figured, let me jump on to YouTubepedia first, so I could get a glimpse as to what some of the other small-time reviewers were saying about it. And would you believe? I actually found 3 reviewers who were black, which was like unexpected. I figured, okay, not only do I get a chance to see some of their reviews, I get to see them as black people reviewing the film. Each of their clips averaged about 15 minutes in length, which is ample time for a film review. Needless to say, I lasted only on average about 1 minute in watching clips of each of the 3 of them. I did not have to see any more. Why? Because number 1, each of their reviews were right after seeing the theatrical release of the film. They went out and saw the movie. After that, it was like they came straight home and posted their review of it on their channel. So they did not get to do the same as I am able, which is to give some distance between seeing it and reviewing it. And number 2, they let you know right away how much they loved this movie, to the point of them having a visceral reaction to it. Oh, I cried. Or, I haven't even begun talking about it yet, and already I'm swelling up with tears of joy. I was like, okay, I get the picture. Back to square one. I'm just going to do my review like I planned in the beginning and let that be that. I did not even bother watching any of the non-black reviewers. I'm going to let you know up front, I did not like this movie, hardly at all. And I know what most of you are going to think. You're going to say, Ricky, you are just a grumpy old man. The movie was supposed to have been about entertainment. You take everything too seriously. You need to relax and chill out at least some of the time. I'm not here to dispute that view of me. I'm here to review the movie. And since this is YouTube, there is one of these somewhere below the screen. You're welcome to click that at any time. The first thing I'll mention is something which is not directly related to the film itself, and that is the word franchise. Most of you would have some idea what a movie franchise is. For those of you who may be on the fence, I'll explain. There was a movie which came out decades ago, and it was called Superman. It was a highly successful movie and it made a lot of money. So the people who made it decided, since that went over well, let's do another, and another, and another. There was another movie called Halloween. That did well too. So those who created it decided, let's do another, and another, and another. Filmmakers have gotten so crazy with sequels that they created this new word called prequel. I think you get the picture. Any movie theme that has subsequent creations in its own image and likeness is a franchise. Now, as everyone already knows, the Black Panther movie was a hit. It did well, very well. If you were to poll the people who saw it to find out if they would be interested in a sequel, the majority would say yes. But what did the producers say to each other and do as a result? They said, let's make a movie that a lot of black people will simply rush out and see. And then after that movie does well at the box office, guess what? We'll get to move on to something else which does not have anything to do with the Black Panther. There's this guy in Atlanta which some of you may have heard of. His name is Tyler Perry. He has a franchise going on with one of his main characters, Modea. Next year he might make a movie called Modea Has a Ham Sandwich, or Modea Takes an Afternoon Nap. Black people will rush out to see it. But you see, he can do that. He thinks, hey, if one of my movies about such and such does well, then I'm going to come out with another one just like it. He has the power and the sense to do a franchise. He does motion pictures. He does television. He might even have his own network channel out there for all I know. So that was why I was in no hurry to see Black Panther. Because although it had all of those black faces out in front of the camera, I wasn't hearing much about any black faces behind the scenes, making the decisions on whether or not we'll have a sequel or some sort of spin-off. So what has become of all of those who adored the movie when it first came out? They still adore it to this day. And anytime they want to, they can watch it again and again and again. Never mind what should have and could have come after it. Raise your hand if you have saw Black Panther more than 10 times. Do you know what they say about us as black people? They say we are great at consuming things. We are the best consumers our money can buy. How true that is, I'll let you be the judge.